Breakfast with your Coys. Oh yeah. Breakfast with your Coys. Breakfast with your Coys. Oh yeah. Breakfast with your Coys. Breakfast with your Coys.
Yes, guys, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Pure Coys. Happy Monday. It is overcast, it is grey, it is murky here in the West Country. Typical Monday morning. Let me know what it's like where you are, guys. Oh, Monday morning. Don't you just love it? I've been sat here for like 20 minutes getting all set up ready. And it's weird. You think you're ready to go, and as soon as you press that live button, it's like, shoot, I forgot something. But it is what it is. I always like little things. I like to have 3 drinks with me. So I've got my cup of tea, I've got a glass of water, and I always like to have a glass of squash as well. And for whatever reason, I have not done it. So sat there wasting my time, thinking I was totally ready to go, and I'll leave just a little bit out. But it is what it is. It is Monday morning, guys. Welcome to the show. As I always say, this show's all about you. You guys help me through it because let's be honest, there's not too much to talk about, is there? At this current time, hopefully, as the day goes on, there'll be more to talk about. If you're new in here, guys, even if you're not new in here, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. I really would appreciate it. On my way to 1100, I want to make that figure today, if I can. That would be absolutely fantastic. Guys, let's get in. Let's see who's in the chat. It looks quite busy already, which I always like. And you help, like I say, guys, you help me through because there isn't too much to talk about football-wise. I think the game has been done to death at the weekend. Everyone's spoken about it. I know I've talked about it at least 7 or 8 times. I feel like I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm sure we'll get into it a little bit. Transfers are very much like, ugh, God. Um, so, guys, let's just chat. Let's just talk football and let's see how the next hour goes. Paul Shark is in the house. Good morning, mate. I hope you're well. He says, morning, Nige. The tick-tock of the transfer clock gets louder every day, mate. Need to see at least one deal go through soon. Hopefully, Eze. He looked like a guy on his way out yesterday, though. Yes, he absolutely did. I think a lot of the fan base had a bit of a panic when he was named in the side, when we kind of found out, didn't we, early morning that he was probably going to play. Turns out that that's got nothing to do with the transfer. It was very much like he needs to keep ticking over, and he's got a bit of respect for the Palace fans, which I like. You know, other players, Isak has gone on strike to get his move. Eze's like, no, I want to keep playing. You know, the fans at least deserve that. And yeah, he played, scored a great goal, and then at the end, you didn't notice it so much when he went off, when he got taken off as a sub. But obviously at the end of the game, when all the other players come in, he went out to the fans and thanked them. Definitely looked like it was a goodbye to me. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think it was a goodbye? Let's just hope it's not a goodbye to Arsenal. I'm pretty certain we're going to get this deal over the line, you know. Got my good luck Spurs mug, so let's hope that happens. Huddle Waddle's in the house. Big up, mate. He said, the sky is the limit for us under Frank. With the current squad, I think top 5 is possible. With the signings that looks to happen, I think we are winning things. Top 3 and a Champions League win, mark my words. I absolutely love the positivity. I think it's fantastic, mate. Not quite on that same page. I think if we get the players we want in, we've got every chance of finishing where you're saying to start with top 5. Maybe a cup win. I think the Champions League might be a bit too far away, but definitely an FA Cup. No reason why we can't do that. We will see. We will see. I'm definitely excited, though. I agree. I think the sky is the limit under Frank. I think he's a great manager. Krish is in the house. Big up, Krish. Good morning, mate. He says, big up, Nige. Good morning. I'm getting more worried about Eze, Savinio, and now I don't think both deals will happen. Levy out. I don't think both deals will happen either. I think we will get one or the other, and I think I've definitely shifted. I was very much, I think we get Savinho, not Eze. Now I'm convinced we get Eze. I think we get Eze in the next 24, 48 hours. As for Savinho, it looks difficult. It looks like we're not going to get that. And I've seen something today that would kind of back that up. I'll bring it up now. I might as well. It was nothing about the Savinho deal. It's just that we've been linked with another player, which would tell me maybe it's just links, or maybe we're turning our attention somewhere else. It is that Tottenham are considering a move for Real Sociedad winger Kubo. Real Sociedad are prepared to sanction Kubo's sale if the clubs are willing to stump up at least £60 million for the Japanese winger. It's another one, isn't it? It's weird. All the players seem to be around the same price, between 55 and 70 million. Kind of seems to be the ballpark area for your attacking wingers or your attacking midfielders. Yeah, a bit strange. I've never really known that before. But maybe we'll turn our attentions to someone else. We will see. Again, it is all rumours. So who knows what's going to happen. I just need to catch up with my chat again. And Milton's in the house. Good morning, Milton, my friend. He says, good morning, Nige. It's effing pissing down with rain in Ards, expecting wild winds and rain for at least 10 days. And I work outdoors, rain, hell, or shine. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. The weather's not much better here. I mean, we're not getting any rain yet. It is very cloudy, very overcast, but incredibly muggy still. So stay safe out there, Milton. Yeah, my mum won't be happy. She won't be happy at all. Nanny Audits is in the house, channel member. Big up, Nanny Audits. And good morning, one and all. Another week in paradise for us Spurs fans. Smash the like and subscribe to Nige, please. Absolutely. Get that subscribe button hit. Hit that like button as well. It is really important that we hit those like buttons, because apparently it pushes me out. The algorithm gets it ticking over, pushes me out to people that may may not have already seen me. So there it is. Cookie is in the house. I'm pretty certain Cookie was in the house a second ago as well. Hello all. Hope everyone is wonderful. As a Spurs bound morning, fingers crossed. I hope so, mate. I hope so. I'm convinced he comes today. Obviously, we've had news as well. Anyone who watched Last Word on Spurs last night would have seen Paul O'Keefe on now, and would have seen that he said this, and I get it up. Everyone I speak to in the game are saying Eberechi Eze will be a Tottenham player. That was what Paul O'Keefe said last night on Last Word on Spurs. Usually when he speaks, he's got a few things wrong, but usually when he puts his face to things, he gets things right. I think this is happening, guys. I really do. And I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to accelerate now over the next 24, 48 hours. So we will see what happens, guys. Let me know what you think regarding Eze. Is he finally coming to Tottenham? We will see. But I think he is. I think it's going to happen. Scott Colliver's in the house. Good morning, Scott. He says, hello, Nige and chat. I love the chat. You know what, guys? As I said before, it is all about you guys. If you guys aren't in here, there is literally nothing to talk about. I would be here saying, yeah, well, yeah, we might get Eze. And yeah, Spurs did all right at the weekend. Thanks for the show, guys. See you later. That would be my show. So if you guys aren't in here talking to each other, talking to me, asking questions, giving your opinions, then it's all pointless. So, guys, give yourself a tap on the back. Pat on the back. It is all about you. Mike Pepper, big up Mike, said, morning all, bomber incoming today, surely. I really hope so. I really, really hope so. So, I can't speak. It is Monday morning. Mark Pitt said, no, I just had my cup of coffee. Fair play. Does that mean you haven't subscribed? Hit that subscribe button, Mark. I hope you have. You're always in my comments, mate. Much love to you. Swindon massive. Yeah, fellow West Country boy. Huddle Waddle said, 9:30 a.m. in Sweden. At work watching YouTube. Fair play. I've got to go to work at 11. Wow, 10:30. As soon as I've done this, I will be off getting some stock and off to work. Yeah, I need a couple of busy weeks, to be fair. But it is what it is. Razzle is in the house. Good morning, Nigel and all. Good morning, Razzle. I hope you're well. Rain Man is here. Big up, Rain Man. Hope you're good, mate. And people saying hello to each other, which I absolutely love. Kavinsky Nightglow. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I hope you're well. Rain Man is saying, a bit of a sore throat this morning. Some honey and lemon for me today. Get well soon, Rain Man. Get well soon. Not a great start to the week, but like you say, I love a bit of honey and lemon. So yeah, get well soon, buddy. Kavinsky saying Richarlison is looking more comfortable on the ball. He's finally starting to resemble a Brazilian. I mean, let's see. Yeah, let's see how he does over the next 10, 12, 15 games. He definitely had one of his better games for Spurs out at the weekend. Two fantastic finishes. Listen, if he can do that every week, I am more than happy. More than happy. Guy's in the house. Big up, Guy. I hope you're well, mate. He says, Sup, Nige. I was behind that Richie go. 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Good day. Yeah, it was a fantastic finish. Well, both of them were. Both of them were great finishes. Um, both first-time finishes. And I think that's what Richarlison's best at. Give him a sniff, give him something, that off the cuff that he has to do, improvise a bit. I think he's pretty good. Give him time where he has to touch the ball a couple of times. Not so good, but listen, brilliant in the weekend. Let's hope that continues. Razzle saying you haven't had to cheer so many goals for a while. I know, it's crazy. And good ones too, yeah. Definitely one of the goals of the seasons already. Rayman saying plenty of positives from the weekend for me, Nige. I think it's hard to talk about any negatives. I think we are clutching when we are talking about youngsters, and I'm talking about Gray here that struggled in the first half. If that's all we've got, I think it's pretty good. Or Romero gave the ball away. Yes, he did, but you know what? We kept a clean sheet. We won the game, and we got away with it. We got away with it. So you know, lots of positives to take. And as Rainman says there, Frank is clearly getting the team going in a good direction. I totally and utterly agree. I think we're in for a good season, guys. I really do. And if we can add that bit of stardust, we could be in for a very good season. Razzle says, surprised more Spurs fans don't have leg ache from having to stand up from Kudus, getting them off their seat. Absolutely. Kudus is just your little bit of magic, isn't he? And you know what? Do you know my favourite part of the whole game was, and I'm sure you guys would agree, is this. And I need to take the banner off because, the comment off, because it was an absolute bit of magic. That control from, I think it was a ball across, was it from Gray? And that bit of control from Kudos, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, if he can do these kind of things to get us off our seat every week and assist goals and hopefully score a few goals, then we are going to be very happy, aren't we, as Spurs fans? Let's see who else is in the house today, this morning. I've lost my trainer. Whenever I stick a picture up, it loses me in the chat, but it is what it is. We have me. That's not the one I wanted to get to. But yeah, while you're there, please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe button. This was the one I wanted to get to. What's the point? Big up, mate. He says Kubo is not worth anything more than 25 million. I'll be honest, mate, I've not seen enough of him. I'm not going to hang myself out on this one and say I don't rate him. I've not seen enough of him. Um, will we go for him? I don't know. If we do, it definitely feels like the Savino deal isn't happening. But I think it's a massive week for Spurs this week in the transfer market. We'll see what happens. Rainman saying we mustn't forget we've got good players to come back into the squad. Yeah, we have. We've still got Doggy to come back, of course. We've still got Kulu to come back, who's going to make a massive difference. And a fit Solanke. People say what they want about Solanke, but when he's fit and firing, he's going to be competition for Richarlison. And I think if they're both scoring goals, they might push each other, might get that extra 5% out of each other, which I think we need. What's the point saying? That's ridiculous. I think you're talking about the Kudus thing, maybe. The Kubo thing. Yeah, quite possibly. Like I say, I don't know about prices. Haven't seen enough of him. As I got hiccups again. Rainman saying, and over the weekend, our Loney's had some cracking performances. Yes, they did. Divine scored, didn't they? And Lancashire scored. So, yeah, good stuff. It's what we want to see, isn't it? As our youngsters doing well and scoring goals. Obviously, Mikey Moore got the assist. So let's see how I'm quite excited to see how he does in Scotland with Rangers, Mikey Moore. Is he going to get lots of game time? I hope so, because I think he is a really good player. Guys, 52 people in the house. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get me past 1100. I'm 2 away from 1100, so any help would be much appreciated. What's the point in saying morning, cup of tea in hand? Morning to you. I've got a cup of tea as well. Um, Cookie saying Kudus will only get better. Fantastic player. And that's the exciting thing, isn't it? Is that Kudus will only get better. Love it. I'm so excited for this season. I'm so up for it. So pumped after last season, which was really hard work. This season, I just can't wait for it all to get started. Razzle saying Palace play again on Thursday, so hopefully it's done before then. Yes, I think it will be, mate. I think it's going to be done within the next 48 hours. We've got to be close. Like I say, I think if Eze had just walked off the pitch yesterday, clapped the fans, gone off, nothing more, I wouldn't be so sure. But the way he come out, like literally 10 minutes after everyone else, and clapped the fans, almost was like thanking them. I kind of think this is it. I kind of think it's happening. Let's see. Let's see if Spurs and Crystal Palace can agree a fee or agree a payment structure. But I think it's done. I think it's done. I do not see it not being done. Guy, Kaminsky, Nightglow. Oh, I dare say hello to each other, which I always love. Joe is here, like the Spurs content chat of all YouTubers. All of the same opinions. Levy penny pinching deals should have been done. The deals definitely should have been done. I like to think of a lot of the YouTubers have different opinions on certain things. I'm certainly quite excited about the Spurs team currently. Yes, I think we are short in areas, of course, but definitely under this manager, I'm excited to see where Spurs can go. So we will see. We will see. It's going to be a long season, but hopefully it's going to be an exciting season. Lee's in the house. Big up, Lee. Says morning, Nige, and everyone in the chat. Good morning, mate. And if you haven't subscribed to Lee the Dorset Spur, get over and subscribe to his channel. Does really good content. Side dancers in the house. Morning, everyone. Anybody else see Paratici at the Palace game? Yes, he was there, wasn't he? So let's see what happens. I mean, like I say, I was quite half expecting something to happen late last night. It didn't, but I think is the only really the only reason why Paratici would be there, isn't it? Surely, is to help maybe tie up the deal. We will see. We're clutching a little bit, I know, but he was definitely there. So let's see what happens today. I think definitely something is going to happen today. Paul Pablo's in the house. Good morning, mate. Saying hola. And Kenny Keith, big up Kenny. Hope you well, mate. Kudus is too good. He is very good. Whether he's too good, I don't know. We will see. We will see. Hopefully, he is too good, and he absolutely smashes it for Tottenham this season. And we have a season to remember. Guy said it wasn't just a goal. Remember, every team member had a touch of the ball without losing it for the second goal. It was. I was in the stadium. Like, what the F is this real? Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? Like you say, to see every player touch the ball. I mean, they nearly screwed it up towards the end when they played. I think Sarr and Kudus played a little one too. Didn't quite come off, but it still worked. They still got the ball, and yeah, it was a great goal. A great goal. If you can't enjoy goals like that, what's the point in football? This is what we all go for, isn't it? It's what we all love our club for, is for goals like that. Hey man said razzle dazzle. I certainly got my squats in on Saturday, up and down, up and down. We're talking about the game here now, mate. Yeah, we're talking about the game. Okay, just making sure. Christian, we need Eze before City if we want a chance of winning. Yeah, it'd be interesting, won't it? It'd be interesting. I don't know if you, like I say, you heard the last word on Spurs last night, and they were talking about Eze. Really, really clever because everyone wanted to know about Eze. They kept the Eze conversation to at least 45 minutes in, so you had to watch it. I see what you're doing there, last word on Spurs. I like it. I like it. Um, but they were talking about Eze, and they were saying, um, does Frank want him? Was he Frank's first choice? And Paul O'Keefe was very much like he wasn't Frank's first choice. You know, he wanted your Morgan Gibbs White. He was his first choice. Eze wasn't because certain stats. wasn't at the level that maybe Frank wanted, but apparently he's been ironed out, and maybe I don't know, maybe he's not Frank's kind of player, and the fact that he doesn't work as much as others. That's what I'm getting from it. But don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Paul O'Keefe saying that Eze was not Frank's first choice. I kind of think we all knew that, didn't we? But seems like we want him now, so let's see what happens. Paul Pablo saying, can you work out these figures? 100 million on 3 players, Gray, Tau, Odebear, who have effect on the first team, now arguing over a few million over 2 quality players. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know, if I could turn back time for like Shao, I would definitely not have bought Gray or Tau. Odebear I'm okay with because I think he is a very talented youngster. But we definitely wasted money, in my opinion, on Gray and Tau. Could have spent it elsewhere. But it is what it is. We've got him now. So, but I totally agree. We're now quibbling over a couple of million. Just seems silly. Razzle saying, being a footy fan and getting the daily exercise in, win-win. Absolutely. Ty Dancer, good to see Lancashire get the first goal and a great little finish. It was a nice finish, wasn't it? It really was a nice finish. Ghosted, big up Ghosted, saying, I will be disappointed if we don't get Savinho. He clearly wants to come as well. Big mistake if the club don't get this over the line. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I definitely think we need this man in the side. 100%. It's but as Paul O'Keefe said last night, and don't worry guys, I'm not a Paul O'Keefe, it's not like I hang on every word, but he did say, and it's been said on Twitter before, that Spurs will have to offer a record transfer fee to get this man over the line. Let's see what happens. Apparently the his agent or people flew in from Brazil to get the deal done this week. So again, let's see what happens. City seem to not really want to let him go, but seem to want to let people go at the same time. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I think he will. There's still a possibility, but we will have to offer big money, 100%. Ghosted. How much is it for Savinho now? That's from Razzle. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be 70 million, isn't it? Surely it's going to be 70 million. You would think, um, or close to, maybe 65, between 65 and 70. We'll get him. Let me know what you think, guys. Udogi is going to be available for Saturday. Well, that would be good news. I don't think he starts, though. I think Spencer's done enough to definitely keep his place in the team. I need to drink water quickly. Yeah, I think Spence has been fantastic. I think he keeps his place. Udogi's going to have to work hard now to get his place back, in my opinion. But we will see. Cookie saying, get Ralph Coates back. At least we have a proper left winger again. Absolutely. Get him back. Didn't he have like a comb over? I miss players like that. In the 70s and 80s, 70s mainly, always used to have a player with a good comb over. Then the 80s was like a tight perm. The 90s was more the I don't know, just stupid haircuts. But yeah, I did like a bit of a comb over. That takes me back. Five Coates. He was a good player. Good player. Rainman saying, hot take on Spence. He's been fantastic, but I feel we need a left footer putting crosses in on that side of the pitch. Though if Odepair replaces Johnson, maybe that will sort it. I think that was definitely the problem, wasn't it, against Burnley, is that we had 2 right footers playing on the left. Didn't help us at all. So yeah, I think that's why we hopefully Udogi will eventually work his way back into the squad. And yeah, I'd play Odebear out on the left for now until we can get hopefully someone better, maybe more experienced. And this is where actually leads me into this. So I will start this. And I've seen this morning. Disappointing news for Tottenham, if true. But it is what it is. And it is that despite Premier League appreciation, Bayer Leverkusen have no intention of selling Piero Hincapie this summer. So I think any chance of us getting in Hincapie is now done. I don't think that's happening, guys. I think we're going to have to just, it was a quick link, wasn't it? One of them where we're linked with. Everyone was like, oh, maybe. Not happening. I don't see in any world where that happens. So But it is what it is. We have to move on. We go, hopefully, to another option and see who we bring in. But as Paul O'Keefe again said last night, we are definitely after a 10, a left winger, and a defender. So let's see what we can do. Milton saying if we get Savinho, he will get 20 GA. I agree. I think if we get him, I'm going to stop thinking about it because every time I think about it, it does things to me, guys. It's Kudus, Savinho, Eze. Wow, wow. We'll definitely be up there if and I'm not saying top four challenging for titles, but we're definitely going to be up there or thereabouts if we get these two players in. Let's see what happens this week. Chris saying Glasner is adamant Eze will be available for Thursday. I think that's kind of what every manager says. You know, he's not going to come out and say, he's going to leave. That would be, as was said last night, that would kill any sort of deal, wouldn't it? Because literally it puts everything in Tottenham's hands then. So Palace aren't going to come out and saying, he's gonna be leaving. So and there's only a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where Frank was saying, I'm looking forward to working with Sonny all season. He must have known Sonny was going. So I think it's just manager talk. They're towing the line. I don't take a lot of notice of that, if I'm honest. Milton saying Eze scored a nice free kick, which was disallowed. It was how it was disallowed. I do not know. Football's gone for me, guys. I don't know what you think. That was never a foul. I mean, you're not supposed to touch each other anymore. Literally, it's going to be a non-contact sport soon. Football. It's crazy. There's nothing wrong with that goal. You look at the 1991 goal in the FA Cup final, Nottingham Forest free kick, when Stuart Pearce blasted one in. Mabbott was completely taken out. I mean, that was a foul. Not given. I know football's changed a bit, but I mean, this wasn't in the same stratosphere as that, and I can't believe a free kick was given. Audio's in the house. Big up audio. It says morning, Nige, and chat. And I think people there talking to each other a bit. So I'm going to work my way down the chat. Chucky is saying savings is levels above what we've got. Levy has to get these deals done. He said he wants to win the league and the Champions League. Now get your hand in your pocket and back it up. Absolutely. Savinho, yes. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I couldn't agree more. It definitely needs to be done. And Cookie, my good friend, has come in with a super sticker. Cookie has started the super sticker train. Choo choo. Thank you very much, Cookie. Much love to you, mate. You didn't need to do that. But I am really appreciative of all of your help, your constant support. I love you, man. You're one of my besties. Razzle saying, all good, mate. I hope you are too. And that was in reply to Milton saying, hope you're well, Razzle. Chris saying, will we get to see another long throw from Danzo on Saturday? This is the thing, isn't it? Do we start with a 3 against City? I think we do. I think we go to pretty much the same side, maybe even the exact same side as what we played against Paris Saint-Germain in the Super Cup final. I think it's nailed on. I think it's nailed on for that team. For me, maybe it might change if we bring an Eze in before then. But guys, if we do bring Eze in, let's just say by some miracle we bring him in over the next 24 to 48 hours. Do you think, or do you put him straight in the side for C? Or would you leave him on the bench? Let me know in the comments. Would you put him straight in, or would you leave him on the bench? I've just lost my place again. I was looking for I did a bit of a poll, guys. Bit of a poll. 36 votes. Have you got your cuppa and subscribe to the channel? Yes, absolutely, 94%. And no, just about to 6%. So thank you so much for that, guys. It was just a bit of a fun poll. I have now ended it. But I really do appreciate it. As I've said, each and every one of you, as I find my way back to the studio. 88 people in the house now, guys, which is fantastic for a Monday morning. You never quite know what's going to happen on a Monday. But thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said before, it's all about you guys. It is all about you guys. And Yeah, thank you so much. And I've just passed 1100 subs. So again, thank you for all of your support. And I think we do. I think we start with 3 at the back, definitely on Saturday morning. Saturday morning. We never play well on a Saturday morning. It is a bit of a concern, but we will see. Cookie is saying smash the like button and sub. Membership, super dupers, and stickers are now available on the channel. Have it large and get involved. Thank you all. Thank you very much, Cookie. Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. Milton said, all aboard the Timo train. Third time is a charm. If we signed Timo Werner, I would give up. I would give up. I'd go and support Swindon Town and make a Swindon Town channel and, probably get about 20 subscribers because I think that's probably about as many fans as Swindon has. Milton saying, plus Richie would be talking to Savino. You would hope so, wouldn't you? You would hope so. Let's see what happens. I mean, Savino's already come out and said he wants to join. We just have to agree a fee. Spurs have to put that money down. If we really want him, just put the money down. This is what I don't understand. We can make that money back by finishing higher up the league. Imagine without a Savino, without an Eze, we finish maybe 10th, maybe 9th at a push. If we get an Eze and a Savino, we could effectively finish 5th. That's four or five places. That's 12 to 15 million pounds, which basically pays for both players, the extra on both players. Don't understand it, but this is Tottenham. This is what we do. Razzle saying, how would you set up Nige for Man City away? Well, as I just literally, we're just commenting on playing 3 at the back. I would definitely play 3 at the back. Danzo would come in for me. I would keep Spence in. Obviously Porro. My midfield 3 would be the same as the Super Cup final. In Polinia, Bentancur, Sarr. And I would play Richarlison with Kudos off him. Kudos floating around, doing his thing. I think that's the best way to set up. And if Eze come, I would have Eze on the bench. I probably wouldn't start him for the City game because I don't see where he fits in if we're playing a 3 at the back and a midfield full of workers. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? You're the important ones. Who would you play and how would you set up? Chris saying, if we don't get the deal done by tomorrow, I think the Eze deal doesn't happen because it will dragged on until next week. I think it gets done. I don't see a world where it doesn't get done now unless an Arsenal come in from it last minute. I don't see that he doesn't come. I just don't see it because it will take a monumental screw up from Daniel Levy and co now not to get it over the line. We are that far down, and when the player is saying goodbye to the fans, we can't mess it up. We just can't. I mean, we can at Spurs, but we can't, surely. Milton saying, I would set up 3-4-2-1 against City. Yeah, that's pretty much. Well, maybe slip it. I would probably set up 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1. But it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Razzle saying, and Ghost is saying, Razzle, I think 70 million is a fair price. We paid 45 million for Tal, so another 25 million for Savino seems fair to. Yeah, if we paid 45 million for Tal, I think Savino is worth another 60 million. But yeah, I get your point. I think it's going to be around the 70 million pound mark, isn't it? Give or take a couple of million here or there. Huddle Waddle saying, when it comes to Eze and Savino, I'm calm as a cucumber. If that's what you guys in England say, in Sweden, I translate it. We say calm as a bowl of cheese milk. That makes no sense. But calm as a bowl of cheese milk. What even is cheese milk? I mean, I'm guessing it's cheesy milk, right? But is it milk that you sprinkle cheese in, or is it milk that you've just let ferment and then it's not that, is it? Please don't tell me it's that, Huddle Waddle. That would be horrific. Hincapie has a 60 million release clause. He does. Yeah, he does. Don't get me started on clauses though. Christ. We don't want to go down that road. But yeah, maybe if we can hit it. Let's hope if we hit it properly. And then we see what happens. But I would be surprised if we got Hincapie. I think maybe he might be one for next summer if he's still available then. Lead Dorset Spurs and Frank is using the full squad. I was shocked on Saturday that Gray and Bergwijn started, but they didn't let the team down. But I suspect he will go more experience against City. Yeah, bang on, mate. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. And it's, it was nice to see. It was nice to see. I was surprised as well. I must admit, I saw the team news. I'm like, oh, this is brave. His first game for the club at White Hart Lane. And it's a brave team, but it worked. And I think he may do it a few times. Like I've said before, I think your likes of maybe Leeds at home, maybe Sunderland at home, maybe your West Ham at home, probably not your West Ham at home, but your teams that are going to be down now, I think he may play at least one of them. Gray, probably Gray and somebody. It wouldn't surprise me if we see them both against certain teams at home. But I definitely think we go more experienced away from home and in big games. But listen, this is what we got this manager for, to change things up. You know, Under our last manager, it would have been the same tactics, same system, probably the same players. It is what it is. I don't want to go on about the last manager. He's gone now. It's all positivity from now on. Last season for me, first season on YouTube was a very negative experience. I want it to be a lot more positive this year, and I'm hoping Frank can bring good times back to Spurs. Obviously, not forgetting that we did win a trophy last season. It's weird, isn't it? Last season was such a disappointment and such hard work, but we did something we haven't done in 17 years and won a trophy. So it's one of them. Milton saying, if we get Eze and Savinho, do you think Morgan Gibbs White would be think? What do you think Morgan Gibbs White would be thinking? I think most. You know what? I watched that Forest game yesterday. They played really well, but I watched it afterwards, and I don't know whether you guys have seen it. They all go back into the change room, and he's just stood by the door of the changing room, thanking everyone. And I got to say, Morgan Gibbs White was brilliant yesterday for Forest, but he looked terrified when he walked into those changing rooms, and he rules them with an iron fist. Imagine making a mistake in the Forest team, giving a goal away or getting sent off, and then having to walk back to that changing room with him stood at the top of the stairs. Mate, I'd be in pieces. I'd have to walk behind somebody and like hide, try and creep in round the side. Milton saying Ange knew Kane was leaving. Yeah, I think we all knew Kane was leaving, didn't we? So Cookie is saying, is that 98 people in there? Wow. Please smash a like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. I will never ask for super chats. I will never ask for memberships. What I do ask for, though, is likes. Likes are like currency in the YouTube world. Gets you out to more people. So likes is incredibly important. So the more likes I can get, the better. Christian Nige, do you think we get an Eze bomber today? You know what? I'm going to stick my neck on the line. I think we do. I think about 3 o'clock this afternoon, we get the news. Maybe a here we go from Fabrizio regarding Eze finally agreeing and all everything being agreed. I think we get it. I'm going to go for 3 o'clock this afternoon. Guys, let me know what you think. Do you think we get a bomber today for Eze? If you do, give me a time. Give me a time. Let's see who's right at the end. Milton saying, I still get haunted with the Pedro Mendes disallowed goal. Is one of them, isn't it? Is one of them. It's it's weird, isn't it? When people say Pedro Mendes, and probably the first thing most people think about is that goal against United. Do you know what I think about? As soon as I hear Pedro Mendes' name, I think about that Ben Thatcher absolute assault on him. And I think he was playing for Portsmouth. Ben Thatcher was playing for City. Horrific tackle. And yeah, so that's what I think about when I think of Pedro Mendes. The Eze goal was disallowed because Gay was not 1 meter away from the Chelsea wall. Really silly rule that should not exist. Okay. I thought it was because he was leaning into him. It's a crazy. Just some of the rules in football now. But it's always the same, isn't it? Start of the season, they really clamp down on all of these. I can guarantee at least a month into the season or 6 weeks, these kind of things won't even be blown up for. It's like the goalkeeper rule when Spurs got a corner after 6 minutes. I guarantee to you, 6 weeks into the season, keepers will be holding the ball for 10, 12 seconds and nothing to be done. They always clamp down hard to start with, and yeah, it never keeps going. John THFC says, "Morning. Do you think Eze will get done?" Good morning, John. Hope you're well, my friend. Yes, I do. I think it gets done today, or at least we get the here we go today. I'm sticking my neck on the line. So clip me all you want, and I think it gets done 3 p.m. I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Guys say you can't rate the 91 Cup final as a Baston as great refereeing. Gazza was a man. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, Gazza could have been sent off twice in that game before he got carried off. So football's different now, you know. I don't want to sound like an old git, but football was football back then, you know. Football was football. It's just not the same anymore. Still love it. It's just not the same. Milton said, "I've always said Levy is a T-Rex, short arms and deep pockets." Absolutely. Big up, my boy. This is my son, Charlie. I love you, mate. Saying goals disallowed because apparently he can't be within 1 meter of defending the wall. No one has ever heard of that rule. Games so gone. Yeah, I think it's a new rule, isn't it? It's come in this season. Quote me if I'm wrong, anyone. Um, I think it was Milton saying bench as a yeah for the opening game. You know, I think we're going to have a certain system, and if this does roll on, and we don't get him till Wednesday, Thursday, he's not going to have be training with the squad, so I don't think he goes straight into the side. And Charlie saying, "Morning to everyone in the chat." Good morning. Cookie's got a difference of opinion. I dare you, Cookie. Saying straight in. Fair play. And so is Krish. Yeah, straight in over Sarr. I think Sarr starts just for his legs. And I've got to be honest, and I'll ask this question as well. Who do you think will be your most improved player or will be the most improved player under Frank? Um, I think Sar's going to have a season, you know. I really do. I think Sarr is going to have a season. I love him. I love him. It's weird, isn't it? Under the last manager, I hated some of these players. Now, already, after only, what, a couple of games, I'm watching them and I'm like, well, there's a player I didn't see last season. And I'm starting to fall in love with him again, which is all we want as Spurs fans, isn't it? Is to fall in love with our team. SJ's in the house. Good morning, Nige. Have a good day. Have a good day too, mate. Stay safe and yeah, enjoy your Monday. Guy Thompson says, "Oh, I thought Vuskovic was supposed to be on loan as well. He was put, his name was mentioned, wasn't it, as going out on loan? But he's been given a squad number now, and he seems to be in the squad most weeks. So I think he's probably going to stay, unless we bring in another centre back, which currently I'm not sure is going to happen." And we have royalty in the house. Big up, Brian. I hope you are, mate. He says, "Yes, I have subscribed, but just woken up 4 a.m. in Toronto, so no tea yet." Big up, mate. I hope your show went well last night. Haven't got to watch it yet. I will watch it back later on when I get in from work. It was a big one, wasn't it? 3 hours. Wow. I must admit, when I do a show um, with other people, if it goes over 2 hours, I start to glaze over. I can like feel myself just like I'm not really listening to anything anyone's saying anymore. So I don't know how you guys do it for so long, but fair play to you, mate. Razzle is saying the IT department has found where the poll button is. Yes, it took me a while. I can't do it while I'm streaming now. I can't multitask that well, but I can do it before and set it up. So yeah, all good. Milton saying, "Love the morning show, suits me and Oz." Good, mate. Good, mate. Like I say, it's trying to find a little niche market where nobody else is at the moment. And hopefully I'll find a little space for myself. It will be going back to just a couple of days in the week, though, because I am back to work this week. So yeah, it will be probably a Monday and a Friday. I will do the odd weekend day as well, because I think it's good doing it after a game. Plenty to talk about. But guys, like I say, it's all about you. If you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. And yeah, if you're not here, there is no show. Gary Beck's in the house. Big up, Gary. Says, when Levy said he want to win this and that, quick question. Did people really think he meant this season, or are people just using the quote to moan about signings? Yeah, I think it's I absolutely get that. I mean, clearly when he said he wants to win the league and Champions League, it wasn't going to happen this season. I think a lot of fans are thinking, well, intent. Show us intent. If you're saying these things, you need to show intent in the players you're bringing in and not just saying them for saying them's sake. I think that's where a lot of fans are. It's no good saying you want to win the league and then bringing in Now Canucks. You know, say you want to win the league and bringing in Neze, then you got fans thinking, okay, maybe he's finally onto something. But again, we will see. Let's see what happens at the end of the window. I am not going to I'm not going to say too much yet. I'm going to keep my powder dry on Levy until the window is done. Peter's in the house. Big up, Peter. Says hi all. 6:02 p.m. in Melbourne. Big up, mate. I hope you've had a good day. I hope I don't know whether you've finished your shift or started your shift, but yeah, I hope it was okay for you. And Charlie says, God bless Australia. Beautiful country that. It is a beautiful country. Absolutely. And Brian Daigle says, good morning, everyone in the chat and my brother at Pure Coys TV. I hope you're all well. Congratulations on the 1100 subs, brother. Thomas, Frank. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And guys, if you haven't already, get over to Tottenham on Tour and subscribe to it. I'm sure you already have. But if you haven't, where have you been all your life? Get over and subscribe. Thank you so much. Razzle saying Swindon is my biggest local team rival. We are the worst of enemies. We are. Swindon's rivals are like Oxford, aren't they? That is right. I'm not being dumb now. Milton saying, Charlie, Oz is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful place. It's just a bloody long flight. It's like a really long flight. And as my son will tell you, I am not keen on flying. I'd rather keep my feet on the ground. I am a creature of comfort. I like my home comforts. And yeah, Charlie would say I'm boring. That's fine. I just like to think I like my surroundings and I feel safe in them. So it is what it is. SJ saying Spurs will at least look good off the pitch too, having just signed a partnership with fashion brand Hugo Boss. Have they? Have they? I didn't know that. Fair play. Fair play. Still 93 in the house, guys. If you haven't, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're having a good morning this morning. And I'm enjoying talking to you guys. I'm enjoying it so much I've lost my place in the chat. Charlie saying, big up Milton. Yeah, I miss it. I haven't been there in a while. I hope you're well. Well, you need to get up there, mate, when you finish uni. Take a bit of time off and go and travel Oz a little bit. Thanks, Charlie. Been through a lot in the last 10 days, but getting better. Glad you're getting better, buddy. Really glad you're getting better. Cookie says, big up all in the chat. Great conversation this morning, as usual. Yeah, it's been a nice conversation this morning. You know what? I love the fact that it's just chilled. Everyone's just chilling. Nobody's been an idiot. And I love that, especially on a Monday morning. Queen Ellie is in the house. More royalty. Big up, Ellie. I hope you're well. Big up, Nige. Been ribbing a gooner all morning. You know those bottle jobs. But here now with you proper fans of the world famous Spurs. Yes, big up, Ellie. I hope you're well. And yeah, I mean they won yesterday, didn't they? Far from convincing. What do we think of Gokares? Here's what it is. It's early days, isn't it? I'm not going to go too far and too quickly, but you know what? We'll see what Gokares does. Maybe he's not the player we all think he is. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what it is and how he does over the season. And Ellie's coming back in saying, big up to all in the chat. Remember to smash the like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, please do so. I did exactly what we were talking about yesterday then, Charlie. I was reading too fast for my voice. So yeah. I don't know whether any of you guys do that. When you read, I'm always like 4 or 5 words in front before I've got there. And sometimes I have to slow myself down and be like, okay, slow. You're reading too quick. But it is what it is. Gary Beck says, I think V City, Richie, Kudo, Sarr start up top because of their pressing energy. Polinia, Bentz, and Biss in the middle with Spence, Porro, Van der Ven, and Kuti at the back. 4-3-1-2. Okay. That's a slightly different formation. I like it though. I wouldn't be against that. I'm still not sure if Biss will play another game for Spurs. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm not sure whether Biss plays again. Maybe he's played his last game. We will see. Listen, he may come back and be the player we all hope he is, but I'm not sure at the moment. And Gary saying that changes if Eze comes in. Queen Eddie saying like. Absolutely. The likes are so important, guys. They are so important. Get you out in the algorithm and push you out to people that don't usually get to see you. And Vincent, Paul, do you want Eze? Could be the first 100%. Yeah, I literally just put one answer in. Yes. Yes, absolutely. SJ saying, my hunch is Tuesday for double bomber. That would be great, wouldn't it? I mean, I kind of want it both to happen today. I'm fed up with waiting. But yeah, I'd take Tuesday. I'd take Tuesday. Charlie says, anyone else so happy for Richie getting his 2 goals? Hopefully, as his World Cup year, he'll be back to scoring goals. Yes. Yeah, I think chuffed for him. And like I say, he looks a bit slimmer. He looks like he's lost a bit of weight. He looks a bit sharper. Let's see how he does. I think, he can only do what he can do. And both of his goals at the weekend were lovely finishes. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what Richarlison can do. Leader Dorset Spur, yes, buddy, I am on that Eze train. It gets done today at 6 p.m. So, that's me for 3 p.m. and Lee for 6 p.m. If there are any others coming in, let us know in the chat. I'm going to go for another 10 minutes. What time is it? Yeah, oh God, I've only been here 50 minutes. I've got plenty of time. Probably another 20 minutes. And yeah, keep talking to you guys. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Chris is saying 2 p.m. The deal was broken down between Palace and Tottenham have moved to other targets. Oh, imagine if that happened. It would be absolutely horrific, wouldn't it? Thatcher, aka Rash. Yeah, Thatcher was he was brutal, wasn't he? Brutal. Ellie saying, yeah, that Pedro Mendes goal, myself and my daughters jumping up and down celebrating the stupid idiots. All the goal off twats. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the linesman was doing in that game. I mean, it was one of the worst decisions in football. At that time we hardly ever got anything at Old Trafford. Did we draw the game 0-0? It's 0-0 anyway, wasn't it? But it would have been a 1-0 victory. And yeah, we never got anything at Old Trafford in those days. So to have got a 1-0 victory would have been absolutely amazing. Milton said, I think Eze and Savinho will be signed on deadline day. I'm not sure, mate, if I can take another 2 weeks of this. I'll be honest. I'm not sure. Queen Ellie saying the ball was over the line by a clear yard. Yeah, it was so far over the line. It was unreal, wasn't it? Gary Beck saying, watch Palace news today. If that booms off about a Cam joining, Spurs will announce Eze shortly after. I feel them having issues landing El Canus is what's been holding things up. And I think that's probably what we got to remember. I reckon that probably everyone knows the deal's done in-house. And it's just a question of Palace saying, we need to get our ducks in a line. We need to get a replacement in and then go. Yeah, I agree, mate. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Because if we were to sign Eze now, then all the other teams who Palace are looking at players from will be like, well, you've got a bit of money. We'll stick an extra 5 million on the price. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if it was Palace getting their ducks in a line first before we sign Eze. I think it's done, guys. I think it's done. Rich is in the house. Good morning, Rich. I hope you're well, mate. Huddle Waddle saying Brian Daigle is in the house. Bow peasants. We are in the presence of royalty. Absolutely. But what great royalty as well. Absolutely lovely man. Rain Man, apparently the 1 meter from wall line has been around since 2019. I've never heard of it though. I've never seen a free kick given for it. Yeah, absolutely. Lord Rodney Trotter, good morning, mate. Hope you're well. Gary Beck saying that free kick rule is a few years old, apparently, which shows in the ineptitude of the PGMOL. Yeah, absolutely. Bergvall, Sarr, and Gray have to improve. Bergvall and Gray, for me, I think Sarr's been our best player. in pre-season. I think he's improved so much. Absolutely love Sarr at the moment. And Razzle saying, Charlie, I think it's sink or swim season for Richie, and he knows it. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think this is it. I think maybe for Solanke too. I think both of them have to hit goals this season. So we will see. Lord Rodney Trotter saying Sasa Toure. Absolutely. What a player. What a player. Fastly, fallen in love with Sarr a little bit, I must admit. And Danzo. So two players who I really didn't like much last season. Danzo, I suddenly just after that Super Cup, when he was chucking himself in the way of things and those long throws, I'm like, yeah, you're a bit of me. And watching Sarr over pre-season, I think he's a shoo-in for one of our midfield spots. Don't know which one, but he's just playing brilliantly. And it's great, isn't it, to have a squad and suddenly you think, actually, if he's out, he comes in. That's all right. I'm happy with that. Um, I think Sarr's going to have a good season. Milton saying, I think Spence and Porro will cook under Frank. Spence, fantastic fullback. Really like him. And Porro, yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, we all know Porro's quality going forward. It's just whether he can defend. He does switch off at times. And I think he did switch off a couple of times against Burnley. But let's hope Frank can turn him into that defender as well. No doubt about his quality going forward, though. Rainman saying, I think Frank is going to get Archie Gray working in that 6th row. The 1-year loan of Polinia to mentor him is a freaking genius. I agree, and I would like to see maybe Archie Gray play alongside Polinia in that double pivot a few times this season, just like you say, to learn from him. But for me, I'm going to go early on this. I would be signing Polinia full time at the end of his loan. If we could get him on a 2-year deal after that, I'd be getting him in and keeping him out. For me, don't know what you guys think about that. Lord Rodney Trotter saying, Su ah super sar. Say ooh ah super sar. I haven't sung it because I'm not quite sure what the tune is, but yes, love Sar. Charlie saying, Razzle, definitely. Let's hope he takes advantage of it. Yes, R.E. Richarlison. Chris saying, I think Richie should just stand up in front of the goalkeeper, make faces for 8 seconds so we can get proper set pieces. That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that 8-second rule I think is weird, but it is what it is. Vince Polinia-san is a strong, mobile, and skillful. I like that midfield. It's amazing, isn't it? We get Eze in, how different we look. How different we look. And Brian saying hello to people. Let's see who else we got on as we carry on down the chat. Good morning, Lily White Lane. Good morning, mate. I hope you're well. I hope you are too. Cookie says Bentancur, if he can stay fit, playing in that double pivot, could step up and show what he is all about. Absolutely. I agree. I agree with this. I think Bentancur is one of those players, isn't it? I absolutely loved him when he first came with Kulu. Great player. And those couple of injuries that he got really set him back. But I think maybe, as you said, Cookie, on your show the other night, maybe he's starting to trust his body now. He looks like we might be getting back to the same Bentancur that we had before. But let's see. Guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get past 50 likes this morning. Haven't been looking, so I don't actually know where we are. But it's still night for me. Mrs. Just Off Nights. Oh. Razzle saying, Charlie, I also think they will use Richie to try to lure Savinho with the Brazilian connections. You know what? I actually don't think they need to lure him. I think he wants to come. I think, if Savinho had his way, he'd be here. But yeah. Brian saying late night Lily White has become a lot of fun. Really enjoying it. Try saying it quickly though. Late night Lily White. Yeah. For me, not good. Not good. But great show. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out on Tottenham on Tour. Chris is saying Spence will have a season and will get a bomber. He's in the England squad for the World Cup. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? I think if he has a good season, definitely deserves to be called up because what I do think is England are not great in that fullback area for me. I think there's definitely improvement to be made. All depends, of course, on Reece James. If he can stay fit, he probably gets the right back spot. And I don't really want Spence playing at left back for England. I'd like to see him at right back, see what he can do. But definitely, I think if he keeps playing the way he is, he's in for a call up for sure. As people are talking to each other, Mikey, I'm just not going to butcher your last name. Mikey says it's easy when you got a squad to choose from and you inherit all the players that were just playing with each other for 2 seasons, and you have Kudus and a fit Richie. I mean, yeah, but obviously he's going to have. We play a different way under Frank than we did under Ange, so it's going to take a while for him to get to know the new system and everything. But listen, we've started great. I cannot be complaining about the way we've started. We've been absolutely brilliant. Amin Carrera says, did you see Sean Butler making fun of the protest? Not really going to talk about other YouTubers on here. We're in for a nice chilled chat, and everyone's got their own opinion, and fair play to them. Yeah, like I say, don't really want to get involved in what other YouTubers talk about. That's their own channels and they can do what they want. But I just my channel is just all about chilling, talking about the club we love, and that's that. But thank you so much for being in the room, buddy. I much appreciate you. Gary Beck said, not really, lots and lots of others. Yeah, huddle. Brian Dagon, well, my brother, everything is perfect on board the Frank train. Absolutely, we love a bit of Frank train, don't we? Mikey saying, why isn't Frank getting the best out of Tell, Archie Johnson, etc.? Well, he's only been here a couple of weeks, mate. Let's give him time. Let's give him time. I think we need, as a fan base, for me personally, I think we need to let all of this animosity towards different managers go and just support him. Just support him like everyone did with the last manager until they didn't. If we're a year down the line, 14 months down the line, and these players are not getting any better, then absolutely. I totally agree with you. But right now, one Premier League game in, I'm going to give him time personally. I'm going to give him time, my friend. Milton saying, to see my family in Perth, it's a 6 hours flight from Sydney. It's weird, isn't it? 6 hours from the UK, we could be, where could we be? I mean, well past Greece. Probably, how far is Canada? That's about 10 hours, isn't it? But yeah, we could be quite a way down in a 6 hour flight from the UK. So it's weird that just one country and it takes 6 hours. And that's just to Sydney. Imagine if you had to go up higher. Crazy. Razzle saying, oh, Gillingham and Swindon are long distance rivals. Swindon fan died in a fight outside the ground. There's always been trouble when they meet now. I never knew that. But yeah, okay. I never knew that. But we've got those kind of rivalries. Even Spurs have got those kind of rivalries, haven't we? We've got certain teams that we play against that there's absolutely no reason for them to have a rivalry with them. But we have. I'd say Leicester are one of them. Leicester fans, for whatever reason, hate Tottenham. Don't know why. Don't know why. What have we done to them? We let them win the league once. I mean, come on. Mikey's saying we can't just buy players. What's the point of a coach? Because all I heard is that Frank's a top coach, but these young players haven't improved. Mate, you haven't given him time. You haven't given them time. Like I say, mate, come back next season if they're not improved. You cannot have this argument when we're one game into a Premier League season and he's got a 100% record. Hello. Let's see what happens as the season goes on, eh? Exactly. What Gary Beck said. Tottenham Rangers in house. Big up, mate. Good to see you. Saying the real test is City. Absolutely. And this is what we play for, right? Manchester City, second game, even if we got spanked, even if we lost 4-0, we're only 2 games in. Let's see what happens as we go through the season. Like I say, if we get to January and we're in the bottom 3, we can have that conversation. Right now is not the time for me. But yeah, big up Tottenham Rangers. I agree. The real test is City. I don't know. Tottenham Rangers saying if we do over City, then I get excited. Yeah, absolutely. I will too. But what then we've got to do is go on and we've got to go on and, win more games. We can't just beat City and then lose at home to Portsmouth. That's quite Spursy. So, yeah, let's hope we can start winning games and start winning games well. That would be fantastic. Mark's in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Mark. I hope you're well, my friend. As I just look at the time. Lee, the Dorset Spur says 90 people watch him, only 22 likes. Come on, get these like buttons up. Yes, come on, smash this like button. Guys, I think it's gone up a bit now. But yeah, smash that like button, guys. The likes are so important. Was hoping I would get close to around 100 likes today. If I could, that would be amazing. People come and go, and yeah, just smash that like when you come in. And Gary Beck said the he's crap hate Gokaris got on X yesterday from supporters at every club. Yeah. I mean, it's like I say, it's one game, isn't it? It's one game. Let's see how he does, 20 or 30 games in, and then we can judge. Chris is saying thoughts on the Bergvall long throw. I don't think it was as long as Danzo's, was it? But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You watch it and you're like, ooh, who's going to take this one? Who's going to throw this in? And then it's almost like you can see him on the training ground. Like, obviously, Danzo was the best, and then you had some. So, yeah. But a few of them have got good long throws, and I think we look dangerous as well from long throws. So, all good. Mark's in the house. Big up, Mark. As you well know, I got you twice. Coys to you, Nigel. Yes. Big up to you, buddy. And Marcus is in the house. Morning, my friend. Good morning, Marcus. I hope you're well, mate. Happy Monday to you. Mark is saying, at leader Dorset Spur, if you refresh, is much higher on the screen. Yes, it is much higher. I had to have a look. I was like, only 22. But yeah, it's up to 70, I think, now. If we can get up to 75, 80, that would be fantastic. I am going to go for another 5 minutes. Sadly, I have got to go to work. Oof. But it is what it is. I need the money. Milton saying, if you ever need someone to come on your channel and have a chat, always happy to help you, mate. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate it. You know, I love doing these little morning hours on my own just because I can then talk to the chat. Like I said before, you guys are so important. If it's not for you here, there is no show. But obviously, I do panel shows with other content creators as well. And I might start doing something myself where I do little phone-in calls, obviously membership phone-ins as well. Not got enough members yet though, so I need to get a few more members and then I will start doing member call-ins. But yeah, always welcome on, mate. Always welcome on. Mark said, I have you and leader Dorset Spurs. Well, that's because we're all West Country boys, and West Country is where is at. Ron saying we aren't getting Eze news out. I think we get something today. I really do. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to go down and chat, guys, see if anyone's in the house that I've not spoken to. But I am going to call it a day soon, just simply because I got to go to work. Lee saying off to work now. Great show, nice. Take care. All up the Spurs. Big up, mate. Have a great day. I had to read this out. Richie for Golden Boot. That is a call. That is a call in itself. I'm not sure about that, but we will see. We will see. Guys, Tweak's in the house. Channel member. Big up, Tweak. Hope you're well, my friend. And I am going to call it a day now. Oh, I cannot go without reading a Jamie Burnell message out. Big up, Jamie. I hope you're well. Says, if the previous manager had a fully fit squad, where would we have finished? Well, I don't think we would have finished 17th. I don't think we would have finished 17th. I think maybe we would have finished maybe around 12th. It still wouldn't have been a great season because, let's be honest, we weren't great. But it is what it is. I think, I think maybe 12. Big up, mate. I cannot even begin to read your name. But it says Spurs are looking sharp already. Do you think this ruthless performance is a sign Ange's team can finally mount a proper title challenge next season? Ange's team or Frank's team? Definitely don't think it's a sign that Ange's team can finally mount a title challenge. But listen, it's all as to who we sign. We need to bring players in. Currently, we are nowhere near good enough winning any title or getting close to it. It's all about the players we bring in now for me. Big up Finn. He says the audacious first touch from Kudos was so good. and was so great to see Richie get a standing ovation after his struggles he's had at Spurs. It was nice, wasn't it? You know, say what you want about Richarlison, he might not be the greatest, but he does put the effort in. He does put the effort in. And Jamie saying, I think we finish in top 6 under Ange. If that's fair. Listen, I know you're an Ange fan, and that's all good. That's all good. But, you know, we move on. We move on. But thank you so much for your message. Guys, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I have to go to work, as I've always said. It's all about you guys. On your way out, smash that like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you on Friday for another breakfast with Pure Coys. I will see you tomorrow night on Beyond the Lane with the Dan List. And I will be doing, no doubt, I'll be doing shows with Cookie and Shower from the Two Marks over the coming week. Guys, have a fantastic Monday. Have a fantastic week. Much love to each and every one of you. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Pure Coys.